Hello, everyone. Just quickly, the video I did yesterday, I talked about many things. The Israel-Hamas war, Russia, what's going on in our country with a certain political party. I made a lot of points. I explained a lot of things. I explained why I think what I think, what should be done. Um, and what I'm starting to, not starting, I've been sick of it for a while. Um, I just really wonder, these days online, how many interactions are with real people, with real thoughts, people not being paid, people that don't have an agenda. Um, in other words, are the comments under my videos, are certain people I interact with online, certain comments that just say stuff like, miss seeing you, from a bot. You know what I mean? Like, good morning. Um, a lot of the interactions online are becoming that. And again, I'm a small time channel with hardly any followers. Like the fact that any troll or a person with an agenda or a person from a PR firm or a person from some political organization with an agenda needs to come to my videos and say something. It's so pathetic. Um, So I do the video yesterday. I get one real comment from someone that watches my channel who I know. And then I get three other comments. And the three other comments that I deleted went like this. One said, Trump 2024. Again, that's someone with an agenda who has nothing to say other than Trump 2024. Didn't refute any of my points. Didn't say I was wrong here or why Trump's a good candidate. They never do they? Uh, so that's either a bot or someone with some agenda. And the way they find my videos is keywords. Then my video gets put in a certain category and certain people can see it. Uh, So yeah, coming to a video where someone explains something for an hour and puts forth facts and perspective and doesn't just say, I hate Fox News and vote Biden. You know what I mean? Give reasons. Unless you're a bot or a person just with an agenda, you're never going to give reasons. I'm just wasting my breath. I'm more talking to my audience about horseplay that goes on online, and I'm explaining it and why it happens and how it's just a waste of time for everybody. These half-ass bots, PR firm people, Russian trolls, Chinese trolls, Saudi trolls, whoever they are, it doesn't translate into fucking votes. That's the thing. You can troll all day on fucking line. You can be that Russian in Russia right now with 19 smartphones in front of them, all hooked together, so you can make comments that, every 3 seconds on different things for your master. Uh, you know, you're not, here's the thing. You're not actually achieving any votes. Yeah, you're sowing division and discord and all that. But that Putin base, that Trump base is dwindling to nearly nothing. Uh, Good thing Putin has his traitors in Congress. Otherwise, he wouldn't accomplish shit. Anyway, so the first comment that I deleted was Trump 2024. There you go. John Doe, Trump 2024. Right there. Yeah, that's a believable account, jerk off. That's not a troll or a bot or fucking, come on, man. Cracker, you can't come up with something better than John Doe to make your account believable. Look, you just deleted your message. Why are you deleting it? I'm not going to delete it. I'll delete it in the comments section. I ain't going to delete it here. That's what I'm just. It's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, when John Doe comes to my account or comes to my Twitter page or whatever and says Trump 2024, that's real believable. Fuck out of here, man. Do better. You could have at least did John Smith or something instead of John Doe. Anyway, okay, so the first comment was Trump 2024. No details, no why Trump's a good candidate. It's a joke. That's not a real interaction. That's someone with an agenda or that's being paid. It's a joke. What was the other one? Why do you want to start World War III? When the fuck did I say I wanted to start World War III? And I'm not starting shit. Second of all, I'm just a fucking peasant over here. I ain't starting a goddamn thing. So why do you want to start World War III? Again, that's a ridiculous comment. Ridiculous. And it's not a real person that watches my channel. It's a fucking either, again, it's a bot or a troll or, I see these types of comments all day, every day, everywhere. And I can pick them out in half a second, where they're coming from, what the source is. It's just pathetic. And it's getting to the point where, so many interactions, so many people's followers, traffic on Twitter, on Facebook, on whatever site you want to pick, Instagram, so much fake bot traffic pumping up their metrics for their websites. If you look at it realistically, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it'd probably be a safe bet to say half the interactions or half the traffic on these websites are fake fucking traffic of bots and PR firm trolls and Russian trolls and all these people getting paid to manipulate opinion, or people with an agenda. They work for the GOP or whatever. It's ridiculous. So the second comment, why do you want to start World War III? Okay, why would you say I want to start World War? What did I say that makes you think I want to start World War III? No one wants to start World War III. No one wants World War III. That's ridiculous. Nobody wants that. And if you do want that, you're insane. What was the other comment? Oh, no aid for Ukraine. No aid for Palestine. No aid for Israel. Wow, that sounds like a real nice guy. Let's not help anybody. Everybody never help anybody. If your neighbor needs $5, don't help them. If Palestine needs some food, don't help them. If Israel needs help, don't help them. If Ukraine needs, don't help them. So who do we help? Who do we help? The person didn't say, help the homeless with the money. He didn't say, let's use it for infrastructure inside the United States. No, just no help for them, no help for them, no help for them. That's not a real legit opinion. That's a joke. That's nothing. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of everyone's time. And, I guess my point is, again, I'm a nothing channel. Why do these people waste their fucking time? They really need to, they need to stop me, I guess, from convincing the 5 people that might see my dialogue that what I'm saying is true. They got to stop that. It's such a joke. It's such a joke. And if you're gonna troll, again, if you're gonna be a half-ass trolling for your potato and vodka or whoever the fuck you work for, at least put some details in there. Make it believable. The people that watch my channel and myself, we're not idiots. We've been in this game for years. And we know who comes to my channel and watches, and we know who doesn't. So when a random jerk-off comes and asks a question like, why do you want World War III? Like this person, I want World War IV. Like, what use is that to anyone? That's not useful to anyone, not even you. And it doesn't make anyone want to take you seriously, especially here. Maybe that shit works on Facebook. Maybe that shit works on Twitter. I don't know for you. It doesn't work here. First of all, hardly anyone's going to see your comment when you come troll on my channel. Because I hardly have any viewers. It's just, I guess what I'm trying to say is the jig is up for you people. And Orange Boy ain't gonna win. Putin don't have that many years of life left. That's if his own people don't take him out. It's just getting ridiculous, and the jig is up. It doesn't work anymore. And you know, if you don't got anything to say, then you're no good to me. In other words, if you're going to come to my channel and just write Trump 2024, that's a worthless comment to me and everyone else. Edifies no one. Useless. I guess what I'm saying is your life is useless as you do these things, as you come leave these worthless comments. And you know, in pro-Ukraine, John Doe's pro-Ukraine, that's hard to believe. It's hard to believe John Doe's your name. But whatever. You got to use a name that fake as John Doe, you know, it makes it hard for me to believe anything you say. So yeah, these comments are worthless. They don't edify anyone. And the game's over as far as the troll game for the GOP and the Russians. It ain't working no more. That's played out. Yeah, it worked in 2015. But people know about it now. And you know, for the Russian trolls especially, I guess count your lucky stars, you're in a basement with 37 smartphones in front of you instead of being thrown in that meat grinder in Ukraine, huh? Well, you better hope Vlad don't run out of bodies or he's going to send you too. And don't worry, Ukraine's going to get more weapons and that shit's going to get back on the ball again. And you motherfuckers will be getting slaughtered again. All for your, you know, all for your master Vlad, who will die soon of old age. And then what do you got? And honestly, you people in Russia should have taken him out a long time ago. And I can't even remember his name now. The guy that started a coup for about 5 seconds, who's fucking dead now. I can't remember his name. Some oligarch in Russia. His name doesn't matter. He wasn't really about it anyway. He just wanted to make a deal with Putin. But here's the thing. You don't make deals with Putin. If he feels you have wronged him in some way, if you embarrass him, make him look stupid, and then you make a deal, guess what's going to happen to you the day after that deal, a week after that deal? You're going to be dead. And that was proven. What was his name? Prigozhin? Was that his name? I can't remember again. So forgettable a person. Because he could have did something great for Russia. But no, he just wanted a deal. That's all. And now he's dead. Exactly what I knew would happen. And a lot of his men are dead too, because they're not done with those motherfuckers either. Those mercenary fuckers that were working for him. Anyway, Wow, I mean, look, who are these people talking about Pizza Hut? Okay, Pergotson, that's a real, yes, he lives. Tickle me pickle. I mean, you're calling me a sicko, yet you're saying tickle me pickle. It sounds like you're the sicko. Where am I from? I'm not answering that question. Why is your name like in Russian? Or what language is that? Today's Trump's day in court. Yeah, he's got yet another case. New name. Oh, Dimebag. How you doing, man? Um, Trump's court case. Yeah, for fucking a porn star right after his wife just had a baby. That's Melania. And the real crime isn't fucking the porn star, cheating on his wife. The real crime is making payments to a woman and to a newspaper, or making an agreement with a newspaper to not print the story, to keep the story quiet, to affect an election, and making payments to affect an election. What Russian word? Das Verdanya, is that Russian? Borscht? Da, Niet. Yeah, so bowling the porn star isn't the problem, but the hush money payments were the problem. So that's what he's facing right now, and that's before he faces this espionage fucking case that was given to Judge Cannon, who's a straight up corrupt Trump-owned judge appointed by Donald Trump. So she's just trying to delay that case. You know, the case where he stole 3,000 documents and then didn't want to give them back. And there's probably still some he hasn't given back. And everything was probably given to Vlad already. That's probably long happened. Dude on the dope. That's hilarious. Wait a minute. Your screen name is LOL. Where's the screen name at? That's weird. So yeah, you know, you get comments like dude on the dope and tickle pickle and stuff like that. These are not real people. These are, you know, half-ass trolls that have nothing to say. And their troll game's even weak. I've seen like people I respect on Twitter that talk about this shit like I do. You know, they see what the trolls are saying now, and they've run out of things to say. They've run out of clever responses, and they're stuck with things like, why do you want World War III? Or Trump 2024. Or no aid to anybody, ever. Ever. I'm a miser. Yeah, again, these comments aren't convincing anyone. They're not persuasive. They're weak. You gotta step your game up. You're gonna troll. Try harder. Names like John Doe and shit like that. When someone sees a comment by John Doe, they don't take that seriously. With no picture, nothing. With like 3 followers, they don't take that seriously. So you're wasting your time. And it's a shame, you know, what's a shame here is, again, most of these comments here have nothing to do with what's being discussed. And that's a shame, because what's being discussed, if you want to comment on what's being discussed, that could actually possibly edify someone, let someone walk away with something they didn't have before. Instead, we get stupidity. And you know, how does it work really? Are these troll people, are they sitting around waiting for a notification at 2 a.m. that someone's talking about Elon Musk or Donald Trump or Vlad or war or Israel, like do they get some notification like, oh, someone's live streaming about Trump? Let me go over there and lie for my paymasters or the political organization I work for or the country I work for. It's pathetic. So yeah, Donnie's got his hush money trial today. He'll go into court and lie his ass off or just not talk at all and sit there and look all pissed off because God forbid he be held accountable for anything. What's funny too, I'm disclosing too much at the moment, but we are an underground society with training schools and graduate tactics. I think you need to stay in school because you spelled tactics wrong. And yeah, I don't believe any of that, but thanks for writing it. What was I going to say? Yeah, back when I started, when people really noticed me, because I was talking about Chris Cornell, I just remember how offended people used to get, and how every day I was seeing fights in my comment section because of a paid trolling campaign by some rich family that I was talking about. How offended all the viewers would get and how it riled them all up. And that's a shame because that was the intent of it. And people don't react the same anymore because the people on my channel have seen it all. But it's just kind of funny how people are getting so mad about it. And I don't mean funny as in humorous, I mean funny as in interesting. You know, that's the intent, to destroy someone's message, to destroy someone's talking points, to piss people off in the comment section, to make people afraid to comment, afraid to take part, afraid to express their opinion. That's the goal. And, you know, again, it's just getting to the point where it feels like most interactions online aren't even real people. They're either bots, trolls, someone with an agenda. Good morning, Steele. Hello, Ireland. Do I love... Is that a Palestinian flag? And why are you writing the same thing over and over again? Again, that's a bot, I assume. Now John Doe's putting flags, Israeli flags up. What the fuck? You people don't watch my channel? Why are you faking the funk? This is what I mean. You say keywords in a video, man. And they all come running. And I just really wonder how it works. Like, are they just sitting there monitoring their 13 phones and paid for by some PR firm or political organization, or and they get some notification that some random guy with 2,000 followers is talking about Donald. Oh, I gotta get over there. Gotta get over there and defend the orange abomination. You know, it's kind of interesting. I know some of you ain't into this, but I'm seeing a lot of comments online from atheists, Christians, Jews, different people over the years describing Donald Trump as the Antichrist. I'm not saying it. All these other people are saying, and I'm astounded by it. This is how disgusting this individual is. This orange individual. You got atheists saying he might be the Antichrist. That's bad, right? That's real bad. I see comments like, evangelicals and Christians have been warning us about the Antichrist for centuries. And when he comes, they worship him. But if you read scripture, you'll see many people will be fooled, even the elect. But are they really the elect? No, they're not. They're fake Christians. There's real Christians and there's fake Christians. There's GOP Christians that like GOP Jesus. You know, somehow in this country, the Christian community, in quotes, because they're not real Christians, have equated Jesus with capitalism, with how we do things in America. First of all, how it was done in America was some Europeans came over here, slaughtered all the natives, and then built a society based on greed. That's what it is. The American dream. That's greed. You can come here and get rich. This is the land of milk and honey. Come here, you Chinese immigrant, you British immigrant, you whatever Italian immigrant. Come here and you too can get rich. That's what America is, and it's what it always was. Where was I going with this? Oh, Jesus being equated with capitalism. Jesus wasn't selling t-shirts. They lived commune style, not Karl Marx or whatever commune style, real commune style, where resources were shared and money was collected. And the GOP, you know what they stand for? Never giving anything free to anyone unless it's a billionaire, millionaire, or oligarch. That we can give plenty of free tax money to oligarchs and billion-dollar corporations like oil companies. That's not capitalism. That's socialism. For the rich. So it's funny. The GOP never wants to give anything free to anyone. That was why who was that terrible president? Herbert Hoover. If you ever watch a documentary about Herbert Hoover, his big plan was do everything but give money to the people. Didn't work, did it? No, it didn't. That's the GOP idea. Never give anything out free, unless it's to rich people. Then we have no problem with it. Was Jesus like that? No. Jesus wasn't like that. He gave out free food. In the story, he even made more food appear that they didn't have. My point is, if you worship GOP Jesus, you're not a real Christian. You're a fake, Americanized, I need to justify this American society somehow, so let's equate it with our Savior. Unfortunately, Jesus wasn't about capitalism or anything that America stands for. He's quite the opposite. And it's hilarious watching the mental gymnastics of trying to paint the orange abomination as a Christian. You know what my favorite Christian moment is? With Donald Trump, you fucking hypocrites. After he had just had a crowd beaten and gassed, so he could walk across the rotunda, whatever the fuck it was, and hold up a Bible upside down and pretend that any of his actions ever in life were remotely Christian or generous, and pretend that he was about anything Christian. What a fucking joke. I mean, look at these people. Info warrior, Trump is your king. Dude, just buy your heart on pills and shut the fuck up, man. I can't take a comment by a person named Info Warrior. Alex Jones, really? That fat, bloated, greasy, tranny porn loving, fat, greasy, like, Alex Jones was right about what? No, he wasn't. That's why he owes like, $3 billion to people, because he wasn't right. He's a grifter. I used to watch him back in the day when I was young and stupid. Then I realized, as I'm watching his show one day, many years ago, every 2 seconds was another commercial for like hard-on pills and shit like that. And I realized, one, he's a grifter. Two, it shouldn't be called Info Wars. It should be called infomercials. Because every 5 seconds the show stops so he can sell snake oil. That's a snake oil salesman, son. And it's obvious. Bohemian Grove. I don't even know what to believe from Alex anymore. And so what if he got gay? You're calling me gay. I'm not the one who had tranny porn on my phone. Do you remember that? Do you remember when your hero, Alex, had tranny porn on his phone? How do you explain that? He's just doing research, right? All right, yeah. I'll just do research. The Chi Coms, and they're putting out tranny porn. I just do research about it. Buy Echo Shield 3000. Make your dick real hard. You're a joke, all of you that take him seriously or troll for him, because that's what you're really doing, right? No one of any consequence takes that WWF psycho seriously. Speaking of WWF, didn't Vince McMahon just get caught up in some sex trafficking? Another jerk off. Yeah, nobody takes him seriously of any consequence. Nobody takes any of his viewers seriously. You're all jokes. We want nationalism. Guess who else wanted nationalism? White nationalism, because that's what you really want to say, right? Guess who else wanted that? Idiot. Adolf fucking Hitler. And the Nazis. White nationalism. That's what's going on. I'm glad you brought it up. That's fucking what Alex Jones is. That's what he's the face of. And that's a movement that's been going on for some time in this country. The same movement that was going on in 1930s Germany. The same exact thing. It's not Christian nationalism, because Hitler tried the same thing. Hitler tried to say he was Christian as well, and it was a Christian movement. No. It's white nationalism. That's all that's going on. And that's, that's another thing. If we want to go back to Jesus, was Jesus a nationalist? No. Could care less. Could care less. These things you fools are falling for that still take Alex Jones seriously. You're falling into that same movement that brought down Germany. And it's bringing down our country in the same way. Because you've got traitors all over the place. It's not making our country stronger. Helping out Russian dictators and whoever pays the most. Making our country weaker. Why? Why is our country getting weaker? Because certain individuals in this country, they see the white nationalist GOP grift going on. And they say to themselves, I'm not smart or talented or witty or charming or anything, but I can make money on this right-wing grift if I just tell the same lies they're telling. If I just jump on the white nationalist bandwagon, whether I'm black, white, Spanish, it doesn't matter. You can still be a turncoat. You can still make money with the right-wing grift. Alex Jones is the most perfect example of it. Look how rich he's gotten off of it. You're mad because I'm drinking sugar in the morning. That makes my opinion irrelevant. Huh, that's an interesting take. I've never seen that one. A lot of people drink coffee with sugar in the morning. That's what I would be drinking, but I ran out of creamer. But that's just a stupid point. I mean, I don't even know why I'm addressing it. Back to Alex. Again, the right-wing grift. He's the most perfect example of it. And he's not a libertarian. He's not a constitutionalist. He's just a Republican. And what he really is, if you want to break it down to the lowest common denominator, is a snake oil salesman grifter. That's simple. His shtick is played out. It's WWF or WWE. The news version. That's what it is for him. That's his shtick. No, I don't have Patreon. I never had Patreon. I have PayPal, which I haven't been putting the link to the PayPal up lately. I may start doing that again though, if I'm on here every day again. Because then I'm going to be losing money. Because I'm going to be on here instead of doing what I need to do to make money. But I'm not ready to do that yet. Oh, and I'm going to start selling hard-on pills and supplements. No, I'm not. I'm not Alex Jones. I don't sell snake oil. Yes, so he's the most perfect example of that. I'm not throwing up any Illuminati hands. I'm just, it's not a conspiracy. It's okay. I'm not in the Illuminati. I don't want to be in the Illuminati. And yes, that's a real thing, by the way. I've talked to people that are in that religion and really believe it. What cracks me up is when I see Freemasons or people that claim to be Illuminati that follow that mindset, that are poor. Why am I amused by that? Because if you're going to sell your soul to be part of one of those two organizations, you better get something out of it. Otherwise, you're selling your soul for nothing. So when I see someone driving a Mitsubishi Galant with a Freemason sticker on the back, or a compass and square. I laugh because I say, wow, you sold your soul for nothing. You didn't even get some money out of it. Damn, what a pity for you. So yeah, Alex is a pure grifter. The purest grifter I've ever seen is Donald. Of course, the orange thing. So of course people like Alex Jones and Cernovich, and of course they would latch on to someone like Donald. And they're just like him. They're just a little more small time. And this other thing, this calling people pedos, again, that's textbook Russian trolling tactics. Why am I a pedo? You can't just call someone a pedo because that's what Alex Jones taught you. Again, you know, Alex is the one who had some weird porn on his phone, on camera. And most of the pedos I see getting caught, I'm talking, and then TDS. TDS is so played out, man. Like, you trolls, you really need to try harder. TDS is a played out term from like 8 years ago. Can't you think of something better? Can't you do a little more for Vlad? Really earn your potato and vodka, man. Yeah, you know, you cunts calling everybody pedos and taking part in this smear campaign against Hillary Clinton for like 40 years and trying to turn her into the leader of a pedophile ring and all that shit, which turned out to be absolutely not true, completely made up. How fucked up does it feel that she still won the popular vote after all your work? Because I find that fascinating. All the work Cernovich did, Alex Jones, this person that used to go on the Hagmans, I forget his name. He had cancer. He's probably dead now. He's a piece of shit. He would go on the Hagmans every day, and he would go on Alex Jones, and he would just talk abject shit on the Clintons the 2 or 3 years before Donald Trump got elected. And the guy would say things like, yes, if Hillary gets in, it's just, it's all over. It's just all over. Forget about it. No, that's not what happened. Hillary didn't get in. An orange abomination got in. And we had a plague. And we had to shut down the whole world. And he did nothing but spout abominations every day. Grift, line his pockets via the office of president. So, no, it seems like it was over once the orange thing got in office. Seems like it went pretty bad for everybody. Even a lot of people that voted for him. I explained in the last video how a lot of farmers lost their farms. But they voted for the orange guy because they didn't like who the orange guy said he didn't like. That's what they dug about him. Then they're losing their farm because their orange messiah decided to start a trade war with China. So a lot of farmers in this country lost their trading partner. That's a big deal when you're a farmer. And China doesn't just buy a little bit of food. They buy it all. So you lose a trading partner like that, that's not easily replaceable. and you lose your farm. And why did you lose your farm? Because you trusted an orange con man. That's why. And I love farmers, don't get me wrong. Trump had $2 gas. No, COVID had $2 gas. It wasn't Trump. COVID. Again, these are just blanket statements that are not based in fact. These are the same comments I see all day on Twitter, all day on YouTube. You people are not saying anything new. You gotta step your game up. Donnie's in trouble. Send him your mortgage money. He needs your help. He needs you to pay his legal fees. He says he's a billionaire, but he needs you to pay your legal fees. Or pay his legal fees, excuse me. He's a grifter. And you know, me personally, if a guy leaves his house in orange face paint, like a clown, every day, I'm not taking that guy seriously. I don't know how you do. And there's this great picture going around. I'm going to show it to you guys one of these days. I'm going to put it up. It's a picture of Joe Biden with an orange face and the fucked up hair like Donald Trump. And the caption basically reads, "What would people say if Joe left the house like this?" They would ridicule him, right? They would say, "Why is his face orange? Why does his hair look like that?" That's what they would say. But for some reason with Donald, one side of the political aisle doesn't seem to notice that and doesn't talk about it. Doesn't say nothing. But you know damn well, if Joe Biden left his fucking house every morning, or woke up in the White House and had some fucking aides slap some orange paint on his face and pin up that fucking weasel he's got on his head, Donald Trump, if Joe looked like that, they would never let it go. They would talk about it all day, every day. You know they would. The picture is astounding. You have to see it. I love that picture of Joe Biden in orange face with the Trump, the worst comb over in the history of mankind. Oh, speaking of pedo, I know I told you guys about this before, but remember that court case that named Donald Trump and Epstein as raping a 13-year-old girl? Remember that case? I do, because I read all the transcripts of it. And the case got dropped because the girl got threatened multiple times. So if you want to talk about pedos, there's an example right there in court documents. You can read all about it. It's great. And then, you know, you got Bill Barr's father who hired Epstein to work at like an all-girls school or something like that. And then you got the sweetheart deal that Epstein got down in Florida by that Acosta gentleman. And then guess where Acosta ended up? Acosta ended up in Trump's cabinet. Remember that? I do. So the guy who gave a sweetheart deal to Epstein ended up in Trump's cabinet. I wonder why. Wonder what connection there was there. Interesting. Who was in charge of government when Epstein was killed? Trump and Bill Barr. What's that about? And I know what you people will say. Even though Trump and Bill Barr and all his cronies were in charge of every facet of government at the moment, it was the Clintons that had Epstein killed, right? You really believe that? You really want people to believe that? I don't believe it. We all know who had him killed, and it wasn't the Clintons. There's about 8 different contact numbers for the Trump family in Epstein's phone book, his little black phone book, where he had all the numbers written in there. About 8 different contact numbers for the Trumps. Interesting, right? Because whenever Epstein's name comes up for about 40 years, all I heard was the Clintons getting mentioned. But it turns out there's way more pictures and video of Trump with Epstein than there is of Bill with Epstein. That's interesting. That's not what I was told. How do you explain that? Why did Epstein have 8 different contact numbers for the Trumps? Why are there so many pictures of Donnie shitbags and Epstein together? It doesn't fit the narrative that's been going on for so many years. Trump's been on Epstein's jet too. Why don't you have a problem with that? This is what I mean. Now, me personally, anyone associated with Epstein, if there was wrongdoing, they should be arrested. I don't care if it's Bill Clinton. I don't care if it's Donald Trump. I don't care who it is. That's the difference between me and you. In other words, I'm not a hypocrite, and you are. I drink weird too. Can't you guys come up with better material, man? Should I drink like Donald? Here's Donald. There's Donald, right? Because Donald can't drink with one hand. That's another thing Joe Biden can do that Donald can't do. Biden can drink with one hand. Donald can't do that. And what's funny, again, the right wing, they love Donald in this country. And they're the party. They say they're the people that are all about Christian values, family values, good wholesome things, right? That's the image they try and portray. So let's take a look at the two men quickly. Biden has been married to his wife for very many years. I believe he lost his first wife. I can't remember exactly how car accident. I can't remember. No scandals with Biden, cheating with porn stars, Playboy bunnies, whatever. And it's verifiable fact that Trump slept with, I believe, a Playboy girl and a porn star, and he's cheated on every wife. Yet, the Christian family values people, they love Donald and they don't love Biden. Biden actually goes to church every Sunday. Donald never goes to church. Anyway, I need to go. I'd love to talk about this further, but I just can't do it right now. Have a good morning.